You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Live. Well, the other day I made 2 back-to-back Jimmy G videos. You guys know, lifelong 49ers fan. And I will be the first to say I'm a bigger Jimmy Garoppolo defender than most folks. But point of fact, you can look at the win-loss record for the 49ers when Jimmy G plays versus when he doesn't, and they win. Okay, his only full season as a starter, they went to the Super Bowl. And I know you can argue semantics of them running the ball against Green Bay, etc., etc. That's great. Now comes along, he has a terrible game. In my opinion, probably as a significant game, the worst game Jimmy G has had, at least as a 49er, when he threw 2 bad interceptions, backbreakers the other day against the Titans. And then lo and behold, we had a tweet come out about Jimmy G, leave Jimmy in Nashville. John Lynch liked the tweet and then was like, oh crap, went back, tried to explain away that he didn't know what he was doing while he was in church. So then came a report that Jimmy G was hurt. Trey Lance may start. And it's like, interesting. Okay, I made a video on that, and I'm going to be honest with you. I think I might have been the first that came out and literally questioned whether or not there might not be a little conspiracy theory going on about Jimmy G's thumb. It was like, and at the time, we didn't know the extent of the injury. And then Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport got involved. They tweeted out, oh, it's much more serious than we expected. Now, this is strictly rumor, okay? But last year, Jimmy G missed several games. And there was word floating out of the Bay Area that Jimmy G was allegedly healthy enough to play, but he was sitting up in a luxury box during games, okay? And a lot of people said, well, okay, they told him, fine, let's just get healthy for next year. This year is a wash. So then comes an actual report out there involving a conspiracy in this thumb. Now, you may be asking, well, I don't understand. Why would there be a conspiracy? Well, the fact that this stuff came out of Schefter and especially Rappaport makes you believe, because the 49ers come out and said, yeah, Jimmy G's injured, blah, blah, blah. Well, there was a rush to get information out there about how severe it was from Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter. And the theory there is that it was Jimmy G's agents that floated that out. You might be like, well, what's the benefit of saying you've got a thumb injury? Well, there's 2 benefits here. The 49ers wanting to save face in order to play Trey Lance, even though we're coming down the stretch run, a playoff run, and you got a veteran quarterback. And the other thing, this is where the agents come in. He was injured during the Titans game in which he threw 2 of the worst interceptions you've ever seen in your life. So in other words, it wasn't Jimmy's play. It wasn't Jimmy's play that was the problem. It was the fact that he had an injured throwing hand. That was the problem. You see, in 2 months, Jimmy Garoppolo's not on this team when the league year starts over. Now, let's get to this. Because now, and look, this is a thing right now, guys. A conspiracy around whether or not Jimmy Garoppolo's really hurt. By the way, no practice yesterday. No practice. Jimmy Garoppolo, injury conspiracies around for the 49ers quarterback. Another week, another controversy surrounding San Francisco 49ers quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo's shoddy on-field play during the Niners' prime time Week 16 loss to the Titans did him no favors, but the chatter surrounding his abilities is nothing new. It's also not new to discuss his injuries. Jimmy Garoppolo's injury bitten. He is. He's snake bit. Speaking of the latter, Garoppolo apparently suffered an injury during that game to his throwing hand, which head coach Kyle Shanahan explained to reporters on Monday. Kind of. The media. As far as Jimmy's right thumb injury, was that a sort of follow-through pass type of injury where he struck something on a follow-through? Shanahan, no, it was on a sack. I believe it was the end of the second quarter when the guy drove him into the ground. Ended up hitting his thumb on the play. The media, is the thumb fractured? How is it healing? Or what is it looking like? No, it's a sprain. So I think you guys know how those are. It didn't feel great today. He wasn't able to throw, and we'll see how it is on Wednesday. He did not practice. Within minutes of the presser, ESPN's Adam Schefter corroborated the injury news, but contradicted Shanahan's statements about the fracture. 49ers quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo suffered a right thumb UCL tear along with a fracture. What the hell? It was like, what? Wait, what? He's that injured? So, tough for the fan base. Who should it believe? Was Shanahan trying to cover up his quarterback's injury, or has he become so disenfranchised with Garoppolo that he's willing to mock up a non-existent injury to open the door for San Francisco's highly prized NFL draft possession, quarterback Trey Lance, and who leaked the contradictory report to Schefter? Well, it's going to be his agents, okay? So, of course, now, I want you to check this out because I didn't even know this existed till this morning. Just as Jimmy Garoppolo opening a water bottle at the press conference after the game. Twist, no problem. No wincing, no indication of pain. Nothing from Jimmy Garoppolo would make you think that there was an injury of any sort right there. And it's like, wait, what is going on here? Well, now let's look at this because this is something else. Ian Rappaport from last night. 49ers quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo has a torn ligament and chip bone in his right thumb, putting his status very much in doubt with key Week 17 game looming. Well, here's the thing. Ian Rappaport is allegedly, you got to be careful, allegedly known to leak things out on behalf of 49ers ownership, GMs, coaches. Interesting, okay. The fact that he opened that water bottle and there was no indication, boom, no indication that he was injured. No wincing, no flinching, no nothing. Why is it not wrapped up? I mean, what's the deal there? Okay, so, and look, somebody astutely found that little piece of footage from after the press conference and remembered it. And you may be asking, well, I don't understand any of this. Why would this happen if they want to play Trey Lance? Why don't they just bench Garoppolo? A, they're still holding out hope that Garoppolo will be worth a second, third, or fourth round pick and that they can trade him as opposed to just letting him go and releasing him. Okay, they want some value back. 2, Garoppolo's agents want to save face for a quarterback that they deem still a very viable starter. If he was injured during the game, that would explain the worst picks ever. And number 3, and maybe most importantly, Garoppolo has been getting his ass drugged by fans for all the days after that game. Destroyed. Now, again, I said I've been a Jimmy Garoppolo defender. I think there are places Jimmy can go next year. And look, the Achilles heel, so to speak, of Jimmy Garoppolo has always been injuries. That's always been Jimmy's problem. Okay? Yeah, he throws the ball. He throws too many picks. I get that. But The fact is, there are quarterback situations around the league that are putrid, that you can literally plug in Jimmy and immediately their quarterback situation is better. I will continue to argue there's people out there that believe Jimmy Garoppolo's as bad as a Jared Goff, and I have to question whether you've even seen a snap of football at this point. I mean, look, Goff is heading straight to Blake Bortles land, where he is going to probably be out of the league in about 2 years. Boy, Carson Wentz has really kind of rebounded back as the definitive draft pick in that draft, or between those two quarterbacks anyway. But that's a side note, and you get my point. Let's just look around the league. NFC East alone, Giants, Washington football team, immediately better, can win games, absolutely can win games with Jimmy Garoppolo, okay? And his agents know this, all right? Absolutely can immediately go in the lineup and win games. Move the ball, okay? I mean, Taylor Heineke, Daniel Jones has been terrible. Mike Glennon, stop. Jimmy Garoppolo will immediately make them more viable. Okay? Jimmy Garoppolo in New Orleans, better situation. Okay? Better situation. And then, depending on how Davis Mills finishes out, or if they want Davis Mills to maybe set a year, Jimmy Garoppolo in Houston, Nick Caserio, former New England Patriot personnel man, that's a place to look. Jimmy Garoppolo's going to land, and he's going to land as a starting quarterback in all likelihood, or at least, hell, Detroit. He can beat out Jared Goff. Hell, Detroit as a possible destination. Is Jimmy Garoppolo really hurt? I mean, is he really hurt, or is this a conspiracy? Are the 49ers doing all of this to let Jimmy save face in a deal with agents so Trey Lance can just start? I know that sounds crazy, but I mean, come on. There is smoke blowing around precedent for this maybe having already happened once. There is. I don't know. He may be hurt. He may be hurt. Okay, and hurt bad. But the fact is, the Niners, as a team, it's in their best interest to maintain as much trade value as possible for Jimmy Garoppolo. Tell me what you think, Black and White Live fans. You might be like, damn, 3 Jimmy Garoppolo videos in a week? Look, I'm interested in this topic. It's my team. So, yeah, I'm making the video. Open that water bottle right up. Boom. Nothing to it. And now he can't play? Shanahan might start him Sunday. I mean, word has it Shanahan is still leaning towards Jimmy. And I'll tell you right now, I think there's some infighting going on inside Niners land, with a faction wanting to start Trey Lance and with Kyle Shanahan wanting to start Jimmy Garoppolo. I believe that. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.